how do you define who are the companies that have and utilize and should utilize the outbound sales approach?
The founder is going to initially use up their network, and that founder will as they kind of grow, that founder will want to move into a kind of holistic role as opposed to just focusing on growth. And so they will need to invest in some sort of channel. A mixed channel would probably is kind of suggested, but the outbound should be a large contributing factor of that. And it just allows the business to be incredibly fast moving, be incredibly agile, get marketplace feedback, and really drive that growth. If you're B2B and you have an annual contract value of 10,000, then and the company has ambitions to grow, then they really need to be considering outbound that as a growth engine.
Valeri, you're investing in early stage mostly. So how do you see the role of the outbound in the beginning and then later on?
Frankly speaking, I can hardly think of a business, regardless if it is B2B or B2C or D2C, that wouldn't need or rely on outbound sales if they want to grow. In the early stage, any scaling up, of course, when we're speaking growth, we are speaking exponential growth. So I think the role of the outbound sales is really crucial. For sure, I mean, it is very often underestimated by more tech-oriented founders with let's say some deep tech products. They have the focus on the product and underestimate the outbound sales, especially if there is a good, let's say, inflow of inbound sales at the beginning. But in the medium to long term, I mean, inevitably, they all should move to should turn to the outbound approach.
Michel, you have worked with lots of tech founders. So what do you say to them if they say that, we have, as Valeri said, a good inflow of inbound leads? And, why should we go out to customers if they come to us? How do you react to that, and how do you tackle this issue with them?
I think it's a very interesting question, and there are many ways of elaborate on that. What I usually see in startups when there are some inbound leads is they are in a very early stage of addressing the market. And I think many of you are familiar with the famous book by Jeffrey Moore, Crossing the Chasm. So reaching new stages of a major market. In the beginning, there might be some tech enthusiasts, friends and family, the personal referral network of the founders, and the first employees who might be there as clients. But from a certain stage, this model is not scalable. So if you want to reach an early mid-market or an early mature market, there's a chasm to cross. And this is something which hardly can be done talking about highly specific tech products with a pure inbound approach.